Hello everybody, this is Matt Crilly. Welcome to my third video on Drupal. So this is going to be going over the third option of the lab. So first things first, we're going to go over what Drupal is, and that is a highly flexible computer management system that can get pretty complicated whenever you look at all the different options that it has on it. It is super flexible, which can be very good for experienced people because they can do pretty much whatever they would like to do within the content management system and make it look and act very nicely. But if you are a newbie, it can be pretty hard to understand everything that's going on. But I was able to create a COVID risk dashboard to represent different data tables within Drupal. Some of these data tables were hospitals, patients, and then another one geographic location, but I did not make a view page for that. So you can just watch this video to understand a little bit about how the data looks within PHP My Admin. So first we're going to look at the data that's saved within the hospitals. We can see the hospital name, occupancy, where they're located, and the zip code. But if we go in a little bit further to the content types, we can see the geographic location has got the air quality, average temperature, body, population density, and zip code. And then we can go to the hospital, which has they're located in, the occupancy, the quality of the hospital, and how much staff they have. And then you can go to the patient. And for the patient, you can have their age, health, their ID number, and where they live. So after knowing all those different data types, we can go over to PHP My Admin and pull up the Drupal site that we're working on currently. The first thing that I noticed was how large it was and how many different options there were within it, compared to some of what I worked with in the past with WordPress. As you can see, it's much smaller, much less complicated. I think that just shows how much information is within Drupal and how flexible it can really be and how powerful it can be. So then I'm going to go to the Drupal node here. This is where you can see all the different IDs of my hospital and the patient and the geographic location and the homepage article that are all saved within my database. It will go in order. I created this last patient during a video, so it is at the bottom, separated from the other patients because of that reason. One other difference that I noticed from the Drupal data saving compared to something like WordPress is that Drupal automatically creates a UUID or a universal ID, whereas WordPress does not. WordPress associated their information with their post date and time, and then just like what kind of a post it was, such as paragraph, things like that. Not really anything specific to each post that would make it different, like the Drupal one would with their universally unique ID is what that stands for. One downfall of all of the Drupal data that is saving, however, is how much storage space it will take up after time. The professor mentioned in the lecture that if you leave the data field as unlimited for how many different options a user can type in, how that can grow and grow and grow. Especially with a data field as large as this, if you do that, it can just be really large compared to something like WordPress. So that's definitely one negative, but I think the customization of it definitely makes up for that. And so this is how the PHP backend really relates to the Drupal server. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.